Hello, hello, and welcome to number 9 on the 10 video countdown to 10 years. This video is about my top 5 places to eat at in Japan. I have a couple others that I haven't eaten at like years ago, like over a decade, when I visited before, but have not returned to, or they have closed, so those aren't on the list. Alright. Let's start with number 5. Gogoichi. Now, Gogoichi is not really a restaurant where you line up, you go to the cashier, you say what you want, you receive it, and you leave. So it's very much a takeout menu, but it's in Tokyo, they call it nikuman, which is like a bun and has some meat in it. But in the Kansai area, they call it buta. So instead of like meat, they call it like pork. And it's butaman. So good. Gogoichi is so good. Their shumai is really good. Their sweet and sour meatballs are really good. And it's also quite cheap too, so you get a lot for your buck or yen. Also, I had heard about it a number of times from people I knew, and I didn't try it. I didn't quite like. I wasn't really interested, and then I tried it, and it's so good. And I look forward to the days where I get a message saying, "Hey, I'm buying Gogoichi for dinner." It's like, yes. Alright, next, number 4. Neko Neko shokupan. Shokupan is... It's table bread, but honestly how I would describe it is your normal white bread that has not been cut or has been cut, like that idea. And that's Neko Neko shokupan. Neko Neko shokupan comes in cat shapes. Now, I first came across it because they did a collaboration with the Santa Moon Eternal movie. They had Luna, and they had cheesecake. The cheesecake is so good. Oh, they have many different types of flavors. They have, like maple bagel. Oh, it's so good. They have bagels too that you can buy, which bagels are slightly more and more, I say they're kind of rare in Japan, but I just don't see them that often. Oh, I would suggest, if you can find a Neko Neko shokupan, get some cheesecake and get some cat bread. Number 3. Garden Hotel Olive Buffet. Say what? Well, Garden Hotel Olive is a hotel that is next to or a part of Nagashima Spaland. Nagashima Spaland is kind of down by Nagoya, and you have to head out from Nagoya to go out to there. I suggest it. Obviously a little biased. It was the first Valentine's I had with my hubby. We went there and we had an amazing experience. So there's a lot of like memories and stuff, but there's so much you can do there outside of the buffet. Like, you have the amusement park there. There's illumination, a large park for illumination, and also very nice onsen. Well, the buffet, and what I mean by that is, if you stay in the hotel and you pay for breakfast, it was so good. The food was so good. The scenery and the atmosphere in the cafeteria place was just Oh, so wonderful. So I highly suggest, if you want to check out Nagashima Spa Land or kind of that area, uh, stay at Garden Hotel Olive. Number 2, World Buffet. I had never heard of the World Buffet, and to be honest, their logo is a little worrisome. But hubby absolutely loved World Buffet, and while we were dating in long distance, he would say, like, oh, today I'm going to World Buffet again with my mom or the family and things like that. He went every month. Like, he had a point card, and if you go once a month, it makes it cheaper. And the food there is amazing. I saw what he was on about when he took me, and I look forward to any time that I go there with him and his family. I went during COVID. Well, I mean, still going on here, but they checked temperature, and they did everything they could to make the buffet safe for what, in the pandemic, for the type of service that they provided. Because the buffet, people are touching everything, so they made rolls, and it worked. They spotlight, or have, I guess, spotlight slash, meaning they carry food from different places from around the world, and changes. And like for the American fair that they had, I think they had cobbler, which when hubby told me that, I just went, no, that's quite American. Cobbler is pretty American. But then, like, they had the American fair, and when I went, and they're like, this is American pizza. Americans don't really put mayonnaise and corn on pizza. Like, if you give me straight up pepperoni pizza, there's your American. But yeah, so hit and miss. Oh, but the food is so good, and there's such a variety, and that's especially great for someone like me who's kind of picky about food. That you just kind of can go grab what you like, and as much as you want, and just not have to worry about, oh, do I know this? Can I eat it? What's on the menu? And it's great. All right. And number 1, the Seabird Cafe. Now, the Seabird Cafe is in Hitachi City in Ibaraki Prefecture. I lived in Hitachi. Well, when I first got to Hitachi, there was a lot of construction. They had already started to remodel Hitachi Station before the big earthquake, and then there was a lot of damage and postponing due to the earthquake and aftershocks. But when they finally finished it, they opened up this cafe right near the ocean. And Hitachi Station is beautiful. The ocean view, I mean, I'm sure there are other places, but I lived there. It has more meaning. But the ocean view from there, yes, there is like a factory feel around some of it, but there's also a nice plaza. Probably saw some of it in my past videos and whatnot. I especially like to make update videos and stuff with the ocean behind me. That was nice. But anyways, the Seabird Cafe is still in business, like 8-9 years later. Oh, I'm happy. As you can see, this is the view from when you're coming from the train station, from inside. It's up and as far towards the water you can get. There are a couple houses that were down by the ocean, but you're basically like right next to the ocean. Oh gosh, such a beautiful view, and the atmosphere of the cafe itself is so nice. The food is so good. It's like pancakes, French toast, but you can get a burger during dinner, I think. Loco moco. There's a little Hawaiian feel to it. And once I ordered a pancake burger. I don't remember it being like a life-changing thing. It was good, but I think I preferred the buns, if I remember correctly. But the coffee is wonderful, and like you have the atmosphere, good view. The view is amazing. The food is good. The atmosphere is good. They're playing music that I liked. Like I heard Adele while I was in there and whatnot. The only minus I would have, I guess, is the hodgepodge random chairs in the cafe are a little kind of bring down its credit, I guess, is a way to describe it. And I always kind of worried where I would get sat, but I never had any issues. And oh, the staff is also really nice. But that's it. Those are 5 places, my top 5 that I love to eat at or eat from, in the case of a couple of them, in Japan. So if you have a chance to check any of that, I highly suggest you do so. Alright, until the next video on the countdown, guys. Ja!